Happy Thanksgiving. I hope all of you are well. I hope that you are blessed. And I hope that you are enjoying the day. Or if you see this after Thanksgiving, I hope you had enjoyed the day with your friends, with your family. Um, on this Thanksgiving, I wanted to talk about something that I've been pondering and seeing a lot in my personal readings in the Bible the past couple of days. I've been reading the start of First Samuel, and I've gotten through the first 8 or 9 chapters by now. And um, as I'm reading, as I'm reading First Samuel, I really begin to see. I think the author is trying to bring out something for the reader, and that is that Israel's focus was completely gone from God. Completely. The priests, Eli's sons, Hophni and Phinehas, their names are mentioned a half a dozen times or so. And it just in the first 4 chapters, and or five maybe. And that's because they're not good men. They were not leading the nation of Israel the way that God had purposed them to, the way that God was demanding of them to do so. They were abusing the people, they were using the women, they were misusing the sacrifices and taking what didn't belong to them. They weren't good men. And God comes to Samuel and he tells Samuel to tell Eli that both of his sons were going to die for everything that he, Eli, had allowed them to do because he said he loved his sons. God said Eli loved his sons more than he loved God. Mm. So his sons die. But it's not that his sons died that sent Eli over the edge. He was concerned for the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant had been taken by the Philistines, and when he heard the Ark of the Covenant was taken, he fell over backwards and broke his neck and died. Phinehas's wife, when she heard about the Ark of the Covenant specifically, she heard about her husband and her father-in-law, and she grieved for that. But specifically when she heard that the Ark of the Covenant had been taken, she was in so much distress that she went into labor from her pregnancy. When the son was born, she named him Ichabod, which means no glory. And she said, all the glory of all of Israel is gone because the Ark of the Covenant was gone. The Ark of the Covenant was gone because when the Israelites were losing to the Philistine army in war, they thought that the Ark of the Covenant was going to save them, completely forgetting that it was the God of the covenant that would save them, not the Ark. When they had faith and they served God, he would fight their battles for them. He promised that, and they'd seen it in their history. But they thought it was in the Ark, not in God. Their whole national identity was caught up in the Ark of the Covenant. And we, especially as men, we can easily fall into the trap that our identity is wrapped up in something that God has given us rather than serving the God who gave us what we have. That's what I wanted to challenge all of you men to do today. Whether you see this on Thanksgiving, whether you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, whether you see it after Thanksgiving, I want to challenge you in this way. Thank God for what He has given you, but do not serve the things He's given you. Anything that He's given you. You can make an idol of your children. You can make an idol of your wife. You can make an idol of the country that you live in. You can make an idol of founding documents of your country, founding persons of your country, national heroes. Whatever God has given you, whatever you can count as a blessing from God in your life, thank Him for it and praise Him for it. Don't fall into the trap of worshiping what He's given you to have stewardship over or given to bless you. Because your job isn't going to save you. Your wife and your kids, they're not going to save you. Your country isn't going to save you. The leader of your country is not going to save you. They can all be, within their own right, great blessings from God to us. But our identity is not wrapped up in them. And they should not take up more focus than God. Let us learn from the Israelites. Where is your focus? As Paul told the Colossians, let us keep our eyes upward. Let us keep our minds and our eyes where Christ is in the heavenly places. Set your mind on heavenly things. Don't get stuck caring too much. Don't get stuck worshiping. Don't get stuck idolizing things of this world. But rather, love God, not the world. Love God and bless God. Serve God. He will save you. He will be your rock and your salvation, because the things that God gives you cannot be your rock and your salvation, because there is only one. So be thankful for what He's given you and steward them correctly. But always remember, only God is God. Be well, my friends. Be wise, be rare, be different.